You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Antonio Brown says that he wants to go to the Ravens and team up with Lamar Jackson. And I just found this out, man. Lamar Jackson has now responded to Antonio Brown. Now, I don't know what he said. I just pulled this up. So I have no idea what Lamar Jackson actually had to say on this. But let's get surprises together here, guys.
Former All-Pro wide receiver Antonio Brown has made yet another media appearance since his release from the Bucs. And he even talked about what franchise he'd like to be a part of. Brown, who joined ex-wide receiver Brandon Marshall on the I Am Athlete podcast, was asked by Marshall who is the one signal caller he'd like to play with next. Quote, Lamar Jackson, Brown said. That's who you want to play for, Marshall responded. Action Jackson, Brown said. Let's give Lamar Jackson his flowers. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. That's it. Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. Not only him throwing the ball, the dynamic of him playing, the excitement. Jackson came across Brown's interview on the podcast and retweeted the video with a smiling purple devil emoji. Brown was once rumored to join the Ravens back in April 2020 when he was working out with Jackson and his cousin Marquise Brown. I remember that now. After the video appeared on social media, Jackson was asked if he wanted the Ravens to sign Brown. Quote, I'd be happy if they signed him, Jackson said of Brown, who was coming off a 2019 season in which he was traded from the Steelers to the Raiders. Instead, Brown was later released and signed with the Patriots. After one game with the team, he was released because of allegations that were mounting against him. Quote, he's a great player. He showed it each and every year when he was with the Steelers in the past, but that's not my decision. What say you, Mr. Matrix, about Lamar Jackson and Antonio Brown?
I don't think that's going to happen. The Pittsburgh, not the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Ravens are pretty well run. I'm pretty sure they do not want the headache of Antonio Brown. If Antonio Brown gets back into the league, I believe it will be with a team that is dysfunctional, that needs somebody to sell tickets, I guess, because Antonio Brown he's a sideshow at this point. So it won't be with the Ravens, I believe. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could see a coach like John Harbaugh taking a shot maybe on Antonio Brown. They certainly could have used another wide receiver this past season. But that also means we're acknowledging that Antonio Brown is actually going to play for anybody.
Yeah.
We don't know that for sure.
Well,
I mean,
I do believe he was offered a chance to play in the Alliance of American Football League. The one that's starting up in April?
Oh, you mean the United States Football League?
Yeah, USFL. I'm sorry. USFL,
Yeah. He probably was, but I mean, or even the XFL, whenever it comes back, he won't be too old. He could go play there.
Jacksonville.
We don't know who their coach is going to be yet. You know, and is he going to want to go play with
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence. I mean, you know, he didn't exactly have a great year down there. If he goes and plays for a subpar quarterback, for lack of a better way of putting it, he's going to show his ass. Let's just be real. He's going to have to play for an elite quarterback, or he's going to get out there. He's going to get angry, and he's going to show his butt. That's all there is to it. Aaron Rodgers would be the only other kind of quarterback of that stature, I would think, that he...
You don't know where he's going.
We don't know where he's going yet. And if he goes to the Steelers, Antonio Brown certainly is not going back there. That's not going to happen.
No,
Been there, done that.
Not going to happen.
I'm still saying if he's going to play again, it's going to be in Dallas.
I was just about to say that, man, because he is so Jerry Jones, man. He is so Jerry Jones. Now, honestly, from a pure football standpoint, that'd be great from a pure football standpoint. But what did I say is the number one problem with the Cowboys? Culture. They need a culture change.
We talked about yesterday that the Cowboys lacked an identity.
Yes.
Well, they lack an identity on the field, but they do have an identity off the field, and Troy Aikman is right. It is dysfunction. This
and
would
I believe Antonio Brown would run circles around Mike McCarthy if the Cowboys kept him. It would be a joke over there.
He would do whatever he wanted. He could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah,
and
he would. And
we know one thing about Jerry. If that player has talent, then Jerry will put up with that guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
he will.
Jerry,
better or for worse. Now, remember, Charles Haley had some issues. Charles Haley was bit time, though, but he had issues. Jerry Jones said, "I want that guy." So this wouldn't be a surprise.
Well, Jerry's also known to be the kind of owner where the player actually can walk around and go into Jerry's office and sit down. In other words, there's not the hierarchy that you would expect.
No, because the buck stops with Jerry. And Jerry needs to change that. He needs to say, no, you go talk to the coach. I mean, well, Tom Brady could do that with Robert Kraft. That's different.
So we know what Robert Gallup's going to be when he comes back from that torn ACL?
No.
We know that? I don't think we do. No. I mean, he may not be the same wide receiver. And even with that, Antonio Brown, number three wideout on the team, that's a pretty good number 3 from a talent standpoint. Yeah.
We'll see, man.
I wouldn't rule out the Ravens. That's not far-fetched, though. It's not.
Yeah. But Antonio Brown is so Dallas Cowboys right now.
So, yeah.
So Dallas Cowboys. What, the Cowboys make the playoffs? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. Are they going to advance? Probably not. Not until the culture change. I'm not picking the Cowboys past one playoff win until the culture changes, which means Stephen Jones has to take over from Jerry. And Jerry has such a big ego, man. I don't know if he'll ever do that. I don't think he will.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.